Good morning. How's it going? Oh, that's right. 7 stream streak from Legends. That deserves a applause. Way to go. Thank you so much for streaking on the Pieces and Pixels stream. Hope you are all doing well. Let's see. I have something for you guys. Where is it? 1 second. I'll find it. There it is. There you go. I gotta turn this down. It's too loud. Turn this down. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna say hi to everybody. I look shorter because I'm in a different chair. Hope that doesn't impact other things, but it's fine. Let us see. My boo Heather, you need to type exclamation accept to accept the battle. There you go. Let's see what happens. Oh, right there. Crit. Miss. Who's all right? Not looking good for my blue Heather. I got a pretty good hit on Luigi there. Oh no! And then Haplo just blew up. Congratulations, Great Nero, on winning. Let's say hi to everybody. Great Nero, jumping in the first chat message. Oh gosh, my beard's a little unruly. You would think after washing it and brushing it, it behaves, but it's like kind of like all over the place. So, okay. Then we have Legends. Hello, Legends. Lara's at work. That's where she is. Haplo, good to see you. Look at that string of emotes. Great use of the emotes. You know what we haven't had on in a while? We haven't had the emote wall on in a while. John Tripp. Hey, John Tripp. Good to see you. Welcome. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. My blue Heather. A-Y. And John Tripp is also over on YouTube. Let's see. Nice, that's such a fun emote. I washed my beard. I can't do a thing with it. So I'm wondering, who else is watching on YouTube? Anybody? Cause you know they're supposed to have both chats down at the bottom. I just see one John Tripp. You know how sometimes it like has both platforms, and so I don't know. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Emote wall. You know what this calls for? Yeah, that's right. Who has their coffee? You want to hear a sad story? Let's hear a sad story. We couldn't renew our Amazon Prime subscription just yet, which means we can't watch Murder, She Wrote right now. We're on a Murder, She Wrote desert, and it is so sad. We haven't had our almost daily Angela Lansbury fix for a couple weeks now. It's been awful. All right, who got coffee? I told you to bring your coffee. I am drinking coffee from H-E-B. H-E-B is a popular grocery store chain in the great state of Texas. H-E-B stands for Here Everything's Better. And our very kind friends got us some coffee, and this is the technical flavor of this coffee is Snickernut Cookie, which basically it's a snickerdoodle flavor, and it's really good. Yes. Well, how's everybody doing? What's going on today? How was your week? Let's chat. What's going on? While we wait for other people to join us. Not much going on here. It is the last day before Thanksgiving break for the kids, for the girlies. Gonna go visit my sister next week. Just working there. Doing computer stuff. Nero's over there going beep, boop, boop, beep, 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 boop, beep, beep, boop, beep, beep. What else? Oh, yes. Please tell me about... I always love hearing a report about your board games, your game nights. Legends. You bought Origin Story. Okay. So what have you played since we last chatted? John Tripp! When was your birthday? What day was your birthday? People that tell me when their birthday is get a special shout out in Discord and also on the stream. I know you're not on Discord, but it's the thought that counts. Everybody, let's wish John Tripp a happy birthday with some emotes. Oops. It was yesterday. Okay. There you go. Happy birthday. There's some presents for you. Let's see. And here's a Dorito for you. And let's see. You get a... Hold on, let me find another good one. And you get a bag of memes. Happy birthday! Happy birthday, John Tripp. Okay. I see Brandon down there. Brandon's somewhere. Run! Whee! Oh, man. So we're just chatting here. Nothing goes better with a meme sack than one Dorito. You're welcome. Hope you had a great birthday. Do you wish for... What do you wish for? Do you get, like... Do you create, like, a long wish list? Like, are you wanting... Did you want games this year? Did you want world peace? Did you want... a new shirt? What kinds of things did you wish for your birthday? And did you get any of them? This week, here we go. I played Chicken, Cosmo Lancer, Bomb Busters, Take Time, and Trio. Excellent list. Chicken. That's a great game. We play Chicken a lot. I'm not familiar with Cosmo Lancer. I'm gonna have to look this up. BoardGameGeek.com. Oh, what's this? I have a subscription notification. Oh, someone told me I did something wrong. That was a long time ago. That's funny. All right, y'all don't know what I'm looking at. That's okay. All right, Cosmo Lancer. Wow, from 1994. Oh, is this a remake? Good morning, Suitably Confused. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. We're just chatting, as the category suggests. The actual name of Cosmo Lancer is Auf Heller und Pfennig. The original English language version of this game was called Kingdoms. And 2024 is the new version of this design. What'd you think? What'd you think of Cosmo Lancer? Bomb Busters, still one that I need to play. Take Time is getting a lot of buzz. Y'all, let's look at the hotness. I always like looking at the hotness and see if it's actually hot. Give me a second here. This will just give us something to chat around, you know? Sometimes you just need a conversation topic. All right, here we go. Your hotness this month is Take Time. Okay. Let's go here. Oh, it doesn't fit. Hold on, let me make it fit. Almost. That's good enough. All right, here we go. Let's look at the hotness. See all. Number 1. Rove. No, let's start at the end. Primal, the Awakening. Hunters co-op to slay. Epic monsters with craft weapons and card combos. Number 49 is Ants. Oh. Dig, explore, forage to expand your anthill and strengthen the colony. Aquatica? Wow, what's it doing up on the hot list? It's hotness. It's been up there. Or it's an old game. Something must be going on. Sky Team, of course, that one stays up. Root, that's perpetually on there. As it should be. Duel for Middle-earth allies. I assume that this is a... What is that? I assume that that is an expansion. Wingspan. You know what? Why didn't they call the Wingspan expansions the Wingspansions? That was a big missed opportunity, and I'm disappointed that they did not do that. Take Time. Here it is. All right. Where can I buy this? If I buy it from Zatu Games, it's only €18.94. Gameritis guy, how's it going? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. We're just chatting for a little bit. We'll wait for people to join, and we're going to play a fun game of King of the Castle, a great, fun audience participation game. If we have enough people. Hopefully we'll have enough people. I know that it is the week before Thanksgiving, or the Friday before Thanksgiving. So I'm sure a lot of people are like piecing out work early, maybe. Who, if you have a job, do you work like the week of Thanksgiving? Or do you try to take that whole week off? Oh no. What happened to the, oops. Oh no, I messed with the, did I mess with the avatars? I did. Where are the avatars? I'll fix it. Stream avatars. No, I just can't see them. Did I mess it up, guys? How did that happen? I'm like messing all kinds of stuff up. Well, I'm sorry. Well, you know, things happen. I'm going to hide the avatars. And then where? Everything's broken. We're gonna go here. There we go. I don't know what happened, everybody. Let's see. This week I played Tokaido Duo a few times. Solo. Oh, that's funny. Tokaido Duo solo. I didn't figure something like that would have a solo mode, but awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I used to say I was taking the week off, but my boss would just... Okay. You were working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay. Suitably Confused is just here to listen. That's okay. We welcome all forms of stream guests, even if you're just listening. All right, well, we'll talk about you knowing that you can't respond. I try to take off the same day as the kids are off school. Okay. You always took the day after off. I usually work the week of until Wednesday, but I think I will take Wednesday off this week to prepare food. That food prep will get you. Nice. Both Thursday and Friday are holidays for you. I have a 3-day week that week. I used to work retail, so obviously I worked every day, every Black Friday for a dozen years. Now I work at a place that is closed Thursday and Friday. Nice. And Two Sheds is here. Hello, Two Sheds. Happy Friday to you. We're just looking over the hotness here. Yes. All right, we're going to talk about Suitably Confused right now. Suitably Confused is cool in my book. All right, well, in Legends book... Oh, I thought we're not supposed to be chatting Suitably Confused. All right, what's the deal? So I've seen people talking about Zaya. Is there like a Kickstarter for that right now? Legends of a Drift System. That's number 40. Tag Team. It's the follow-up to Sky Team. Sky Team. Great Nero says, I am this close to backing Zaya on GameFound, but I so hate crowdfunding. So I feel like I should just wait until it comes out again and hope to get one from the store. Good luck. Duel. Agent Avenue. Retired Spies. This looks like cool. This looks like cool. What a neat theme. Some cool pieces. Talpa. I like it. I want to play this game. All right. Let me get back. Tag team. That's right, John Tripp. Tag. Terraforming Mars. All right. So far, terraforming. Nope. Arkham Horror the card game is 2016 as well. Let's try to find the oldest game that's on here. So far, it is Terraforming Mars and Arkham Horror card game. White Castle. Great game. Harmony still hasn't played it. Castle Combo. Heat. You know what? I'm surprised. Not that it's a bad game. I love Heat, but I'm surprised that it's still on the hotness and it's still so high up. I feel like Heat's fun. Oh, you're right. You're right, Legends. Zaya is 2014. You got me there. But what's going on with Heat to put it at 32? Oh, we got Chuhan. Voidfall. Vampire Lords. This looks kind of fun. Yeah, Heat is still a great game. You know, I feel like something with Root, for example, I feel like that could consistently have traffic to the page because there's so many factions, people are always coming back to like talk about strategy. I guess they could still be doing that for Heat as well. Let's see. Vampire Lords looks like a fun game. Bomb Busters. Yeah, it comes out in 2 years. Oh, here you go. Here's the winner right here. Ikusa. 1986. There must be a new version of it coming out. Wow, look at that. 40th anniversary edition. So there you go. That is officially the oldest game on the hotness. Hobbit there and back again. Flip 7. Slay the Spire. Arcs. You have that game of Samurai Swords. Do you like it? Is it fun? Brass Birmingham. The Last Droids. Unstoppable. Sweetlands. Build the richest candy empire to claim the crown of confections. That looks good. The Great Library. Oh, let's do the newest. So the newest game on the hotness in the future will be the Vampire Lords game for 2027. Sanctuary, Covenant, SETI. A lot of people are playing this Old King's Crown game. Speakeasy, I want to play that game. Eternal Decks. And Rove. Oh, that sounds like a cool premise. Cooperative game, which players try to complete the stage objectives before any one player cannot take an action. That sounds cool. I like that. Eternal Decks. All right. Well, there you have it. The hotness over on BoardGameGeek.com. Okay. Cult of the Future, that's right. You want to try Eternal Decks too? It doesn't ship for 9 months. Well, maybe for your birthday next year. I've never heard of this, but it looks cool. Let's see. How about a Battle Royal? Battle Royal. I gotta find it. All I have to do is push a button. My Blue Heather is first to join, which means she's gonna win the Battle Royal, right? Oh, a text message. Let's see. There's AB80. Hello, AB80. Hope you're doing well. The winner of this battle royal gets to help name our kingdom and king of the castle. If you want to, no pressure. Only if you want to. Hey, lurkers, welcome. I don't know about. We have the best lurkers at Pieces of Pixels. Only the best. We got 7 players waiting. I'm gonna join the game. Start this. Let's start this game. Let's see if the theory of whoever joins first is the winner. Let's see. My eyes are on. Let's see. My Boo Heather is about to die. Actually, you're dead. Oh, theory myth busted. Myth busted. AB80's looking pretty good. Will you survive the Great Nero? Yes, you will. And you're just gonna run around for 30 seconds. Let me see. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Where? I gotta file my windows. I got some. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna get over there in time. Pretty flowers. AB80 wins. And that's what you get for lurking. You get to win the Battle Royale. See, we're an equal opportunity competition. You don't have to be active. You can be the first joiner. You could be the last joiner. You could be a lurker. You could be a chatter. And you're still eligible to win. All right. Let's, I'm gonna boot up King of the Castle. Let me change my category here. Oh, that's cute. Let's see. I gotta pull this up here. Anybody have any exciting plans for Thanksgiving? What do I gotta do this. Anybody plan to play any games over Thanksgiving? Who's the designated game curator for your family gatherings? I'm gonna change this stream info to King of the Castle. Okay. Coffee gone. Let me get this set up. I'm going to change this. There we go. We're going to aid. Done. All right. Man, it's been a while since we played this. And so we have a game that's in progress, but it's been so long, I'm just gonna start a new one. All right, I need a name. AB80, if you want to, you can come up with a name for me. But you don't have to since you're lurking. Did I see that Sheep Herds got released? No, I didn't. If only I had someone to play it with! Didn't mean to shout. Let's see. How about... I did powder my nose this morning. You're like a wipe. We don't... When Laura gets home and we have free time, we don't do anything. It's like one of those things. It's like once you sit down, it's really hard to do anything else at the end of the day. So I said, Laura, we have to stop sitting down at night. Lord Spencelot, all right. Teddy Styles, good to see you. Dynasty. This is, of course, the pixelated pieces kingdom. King Spencelot of the pixelated pieces kingdom. All right, everybody. This is gonna be fun. I missed this game. Thanks for the suggestion, my blue heather. I hadn't thought about this in a while, and when you mentioned it, I was like, yeah, we should do that. All right, we're gonna do the counts. We gotta do the Chiefs so that my blue heather can maybe be blue. The patricians of the coast. All right. All right. Deep in secrecy. I like secrecy. Yeah, we'll do this. Okay. All right. Type exclamation join. Oh, it says if you own the game, you can type exclamation join and then the region to join a specific region. So, my blue heather, you could do exclamation join Chiefs. In theory, that should work. Unless you're, you gotta have to... Oh, I thought you did have the game. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. Okay. So if you want to play... Oh. Waited too long. Now Nero's in the blue. Oh. If you had just joined before the Great Nero, you would have been in the Chiefs. Look. Watch this. This is kind of funny. That's too much. I'm not gonna do that. But it almost looks like my head is on top of the king. The blue Nero is going to win. Teddy Styles, have you played this? You have a lot of fun. All right. Whoever's out there, you can always join once the game starts. We've got one in each, so that's enough. Never played this. No worries, Brandon. Teddy, if you want to play along, free to join us. Just type exclamation join. If you want to include your pronouns, I think just do exclamation join he or she or they. All right, we'll get started, and then everybody can join in as the game goes. Yeah, you just vote for things. All right. You try to influence the outcome of the game in your favor. See right here, it says type join, followed by your pronouns to join the game. If that matters to you. Let's do coronation, of course. Chancellor, Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Shouldn't I be giving the orders now? Of course, Your Majesty, but to delay any longer would make the nobles restless. It kind of looks like it looks like my head is on his head. That's funny. Maybe my face needs to go a different place. Oh well, sorry. And when nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. They wouldn't dare. Should pay more attention to your history books, Your Majesty. The nobles are always plotting something. Stop plotting, everybody. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Let's get this over with then. Shall we call the nobles in? All right, nobles. I don't remember my... Oh, you know what? I remember why now. Okay, hold on, everybody. We'll do this. Oops, wrong thing. Active game. We'll just put it like right there. Maybe. Okay, that'll work. That'll work for now. Okay. All right, everybody. Nobles, what kind of coronation should be held for the king? Their options are host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine, force the commoners to swear a blood oath, throw the king into the river, or troops shall bear the king through the streets atop a shield. I'm going to see. The monarch marks the preferred voting option and gets one. Veto. You're not going to throw me off the river. So you have to choose one of the other ones. To vote, type exclamation vote, and then space A, B, C, or D. And the winning thing will impact your stats. My blue Heather, don't. Yeah, there you go. All right. We have a winning vote. Hello, Rolo. Can't throw me in the river. I vetoed that. What kind of coronation should be held for the new king? We're gonna host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine. Sounds like my kind of coronation. Rolo, feel free to join us. Exclamation joined, followed by your pronouns to join the game. The coronation is a great success. You got a Kickstarter delivered yesterday? What was it? Jugglers, wine, fireworks, and feasts. It has an impact on your treasury, of course, but what doesn't? All right, so our treasury... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Now that I'm king... Let us introduce the council. No, you don't have a goal yet. Haplo. Nice, Rolo. I didn't hear you come in. We're no bells. Nice. Chancellor. Now that you're king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles hail from across the kingdom, the wintry north, the desolate east, and of course, the wealthy coast. I'm going to introduce myself to the counts. All right, there's Count My Blue Heather. I'm rusty on my voice work. In order to make your acquaintance, Your Highness, may you escape the doom that befell your predecessor. I think you can maybe change it. If you do join, you could try join and then your pronoun. It sounds just like me. Chief North. All right, we got a troll. We got a troll over on YouTube.
Yeah, I got you. I got this on camera.
If anybody can. Let me see. We're going to remove. Hide user. All right. I got rid of the troll on YouTube. Hello, Cosmic Beat. Sorry, I had to deal with a troll over on YouTube. But it's okay. Oh, you know what? Where did my... Oh, no. Hold on, everybody. I lost my... That's right. I lost my, where is it? There it is. Okay. All right, back on track. Look at Chief Great Nero. Good luck in the days ahead, Your Highness. You'll need it dealing with us lot. I gotta do new voice. Good luck dealing with us in the days ahead, Your Highness. You'll need it dealing with us lot. And then here we go, Noble Patrician Haplo. Pleasure, Your Serene Highness. I hope to see your kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. And with that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. You sigh and sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. All right, one more. Let's see. Oh, a spymaster. Oh, this is the spymaster. Psst, Your Majesty. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? I want to be as the greatest king who ever lived. I see. You're the type who likes to build lots of statues to yourself, aren't you? I suggest over the next few years, you focus on improving your authority as much as possible. I'm not going. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambitions are progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. All right. So I am working on my authority. And then we're going to end the season. Amalia of the My Blue Heather dynasty, well-known Eastern chess master, leans delicately on a podium, whispering carefully. You have no option to use channel points? I don't know then. I don't know what's going on. That is odd. My fellow Count, in ancient times, the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false King Spencelot wears the crown. All right, Counts. I think there's just one of you. Oops. So it should be easy. My Blue Heather, you gotta vote if you want. What scheme do you want to use to overthrow the new king? You're gonna do the uprising? All right. Raise treasury. Enough Vobles have voted to continue. Okay. Rolo has joined. Rolo is now... You are on the Patricians, Rolo. You're the green team. All right. So my Blue Heather goal is to raise the treasury. The Count's plan to incite a peasant uprising to overthrow the king before swooping in to steal the throne for themselves. To advance their scheme, the Counts must raise the treasury to 2,000 or more in 2 seasons. You prefer the peasant uprising? Here we go. Kestrid of the Great Nero clan, charismatic political mastermind, stands precariously on a longhouse crossbeam, splitting as they speak. Sorry, spitting. They're doing a splits. Spitting. I can't. We've got people doing the splits while they speak. We got a pleasant uprising happening. All right, here we go. Thieves of the North. We all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter King Spencelot. How do we make that happen? All right, Chiefs of the North. Our pets' heads are falling off again. All right, Chiefs of the North. That is Great Nero. You need to choose. Exclamation vote. You want to do sorcery? All right, you want to raise authority. Okay. Your goal is to raise authority. The chiefs plan to make a bargain with a wizard. These immortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps if the king was considered a threat to their autonomy. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Look at you, you're trying to align yourself with my goals. And finally, we have the patricians. Sabina of the Rollo family, sinister business mogul, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, explaining in measured prose. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of King Spencelot. Something must be done. All right, patricians. What scheme would you like to use? Subterfuge? Lower stability. Conspiracy? Lower treasury. Or corruption? Lower authority. Vote by typing exclamation vote and then the letter of the scheme you would like to use. That is, Haplo has voted to lower treasury. All right, there you go. This will be interesting. Patricians plan to sink the king under an ocean of debt. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 3 seasons. Your Majesty, these upstarts are saying they have a right to your throne. No doubt the nobles are already scheming to crown their region's preferred claimant. All right, we've got Kestrid, Amalia, Sabina. Here we go. Continue to laws of the land. By royal decree, we can tweak the laws governing how the council votes. All right, what do I want to adopt? Monarch can, I want to improve authority. I'm going to choose this one. End season. Oh, we've got a risky wager, the honor guard, or the gossamer shield. What's oops? Let's do the gossamer shield. What was your voice? Yeah, it is.
Your Majesty, heed my plea. The great tragedy of our time has befallen the East.
Let's see. You ran out of capes?
Worse even than that, I fear. An order of once great knights has fallen into disrepute. It's the Order of the Gossamer Shield, Your Majesty. They were once the greatest of the knightly orders to serve the counts. Their virtues were extolled by bards across the land.
Where is Bard?
Tales that would make a troll weep. But they've been brought low. They're working as glorified bounty hunters for the coast. This is a stain on the honor of the East.
Nonsense. Our military has suffered some setbacks recently, so we hired Gossamer Security to keep order. For a pretty penny, I might add. Gossamer Security has been solving the problems we want solved and kicking the buttocks we want kicked.
Drekhov's bones! Gossamer Security? How has it come to this?
I need a new voice. These are knights, not mercenaries, and they need reminding of a little thing called chivalry. Please. Please, Your Highness, I beg the council to be reasonable. All right, we're going to set law. Should the Order of the Gossamer Shield be recalled and reformed to its former glory? Let's see. What do I want to pass here? Timu Kermit, that's right. Authority? I want to pick this one. All right. Your choices are: vote A, recall the order and restore its courtly dignity. B, invest in Gossamer Security to help protect the coast. C, hire the order to join the Palace Watch. Or D, ignore the situation. We got another vote for C. We got another vote for C. All right. Looks like vote C has it. Woo! When they arrive in the palace, the Knights of the Gossamer Shield turn out to be petty, argumentative, and ruthless, worlds away from Count My Blue Heather's romantic vision. But they're very, very efficient. On their first day, they catch a thief sneaking into your kitchens and beat him to a pulp. As for the existing watch, they're intimidated by the newcomers who take delight in mocking their skill during sparring matches. Next, we're gonna do the Honor Guard. Marshal. As is tradition, each region offers a selection of elite guards. The chiefs with their most famous warrior heroes. The counts with the Knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose. And the patricians offer the greatest gladiators, champions of the arena. Unfortunately, we can't recruit the Eastern Knights. There's been a major scandal. Some of their poetry was plagiarized. They won't come to the capital until this blows over. You'll need to pick someone else. Coastal. Bearded oafs with axes and no manners? That sounds fun. I made my decision. We're gonna go with the bearded oafs. Yeah. Defiance is now aloof. Defiance is now aloof. Defiance is now loyal. The warrior heroes arrive a few weeks later. They swagger in with big grins and bigger axes, belching and singing and roaring out unsavory jokes. One of your courtiers faints. Yes, the fainting courtier. All right, last one for this season. Risky wager. Reminder, if you want to play, if you'd like to be in the game, just type !join, followed by your pronoun, like !join he, or !join she, or !join they. Those are your options. You too can impact the direction of this kingdom. All right, we got noble patrician Haplo. Hold on to your masks, hats, and other accessories, everyone. Count, my blue heather is about to lose a huge amount of money. We bet our savings on a boat race around the coast, and I am sure to win the day. So sure, in fact, that I petitioned the council to officially sponsor my voyage. What kind of boat will you have? What's that? What's that saying? We got a new subscriber. Thanks for the new sub over on YouTube. Let's see. How about, what kind of boat will you have? My best Tireme is tiny, but that's the point. It'll nip around all those deadly reefs. They're talking rubbish, Your Majesty. My nimble stroke will easily beat Haplo's old boat, or my name's not My Blue Heather. If you sponsor anyone, sponsor me. Okay, we don't have enough money to sponsor both nobles. Oh, I like this one, but my authority will go down. We're running out of money. What's the difference between treasury and wealth? This is tricky. This is a tricky decision. I don't want my authority to go down, but also we have no money. And I also don't want to choose. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Decline to support anyone. And if this gets chosen, I get +1 authority, which will cancel out the losing one. All right, everybody, time to vote. Exclamation vote, and then A, B, or D. Y'all should vote D. We shouldn't choose favorites. Oh. Wealth is the clans. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, that backfired. All right, we're sponsoring Noble Patrician Haplo. My humblest thanks, one and all. I am honored to sail with the crown behind me. Treasury is now at $200. Sure enough, a new figurehead is added to Haplo's little boat prow that looks something like you. It has a crown anyway. Excitement builds as merchants and tourists flock to the starting town. Soon, both boats embark on their journey. They look small and flimsy against the vast ocean backdrop. Who is this? Rolo. What does Rolo sound like? Your esteemed highness, I understand you would like to sponsor my fellow patrician for the race. Would you fancy a small wager? Since everyone says you're sure they will win. Hello, Kleck. Welcome. Good to see you. Let's see. I don't have any money. I don't even know what that is. Scouse? What sort of wager are we talking about? That's right, Vanguard. A mere trifle for you, I'm sure, your esteemed highness. Your wisdom is known by all, so naturally you'll have great fortune. Yes, I'd love to. Oh, excellent. Then where shall you place your bet? Oh, who am I gonna bet on? You know what? I'm gonna bet on, I'm gonna bet on Haplo.
Marvelous. Obviously, I'm entirely impartial, but if I was a gambler, I'd bet on a fellow patrician. How much would you like to bet, Your Serene Highness?
Let's see. Can I bet more than what I have? I can't. I can only bet 100. Oops. What was this? Okay.
100 gold it is. Marvelous. You won't regret this.
You return to the capital to await news of the race. Okay, I think that's all. South Liverpool. Okay. All right, we're gonna end season. Would that be like Ringo Starr? There's Board Game Bard. Hey, we'd love for you to join us if you can. It's the hardest UK accent. Okay, it's the hardest UK accent to get right. Okay. All right. We're gonna start an auction. Nobles use their personal wealth to bid on buildings, and only the 2 highest funded will be built. Use command !fund XY, where X is the character code and Y is the amount you're pledging. So if you want to build the observatory and you want to spend $300, you do !fund C300. Let's see. Oh, you have too many meetings. Okay. You could just veto the meetings. I haven't started yet, Nero. Almost about to start. You can see what your options are here. All right, here we go. Now you can enter it. North Liverpool. Okay. Currently leading is the observatory. Great Nero wants the faith in the counts to go down. We've got a vote of 200 for theater. We got a fund E, cathedral. So far, the leading buildings are the cathedral and the observatory. 12 seconds remaining. D, we got a theater. Oh. 2, 1. Time's up. What are we building? The theater. Authorities going, oh, come on. Cathedral faith is going up. Is it, oh, is it tiny to read? Okay. Let me do something real quick. If I don't mind. I'm just gonna do some moving. And then my camera. Almost got it. Oop, wrong one. I can just... Whoop. There. And I'll make the game bigger. Maybe that'll help. Okay. Yes. Witchcraft. King just did some black magic. Okay. That's funny. All right, here we go. Let's see. We can... An island? Oh, I like that. Island discovered. This is Rolo. We've heard from the boating competition around the coast, your esteemed highness. I have a letter from My Blue Heather. How exquisite. Though we have weathered a storm, we found a tiny deserted island that wasn't on our maps where we could rest and shelter. Haplo made it through, but only just. We're neck and neck. I've called it My Blue Heather's Land and officially claim it for the counts. Rollo, you're gonna become Patrick Warburton. By the ninth, surely this new island belongs to the coast. It's in the sea. That's what we do. That's a legitimate claim. Jealous that the counts are better at marine discovery than you, patricians, eh? Your Serene Highness, surely you cannot entertain this nonsense. This could be of the great strategic importance to the coast. That's my best, Patrick Warburton. All right, so the options are, do the patricians or the counts have the rights to the newly discovered island? Let's see. I don't want any of these things. Oh, I think we're gonna say, let's take it for the crown lands. It's my land now. All right, here we go. Time to vote. Exclamation vote. I agree. I agree with Vanguard. Treasury is needed. A vote against option C is a vote for anarchy. It's a tie. Oh, look at this. 2 sheds, you need to join the game first. Choose two sheds, just type exclamation join, and then you'll be in the game, and then you can vote. No worries. There you go, and now try voting. See if it'll let you join, or see if it'll let you vote. We just had a bunch of people join. Cheater Bomb. Chris, good to see you, Chris. Glad you're here. Thanks everybody for being here. 2 sheds. Oh, can we see who's in each land? Absolutely. I know it's a little. We've got Vanguard and Great Near our chiefs. 2 sheds. Kleck and My Blue Heather are counts, and patricians are Haplo, Cheater Bomb, and Rollo. All right. Voting is closed. Yes, it's for the Crown Lands. It is Spencelot's land now. This is Rollo. Depths below. This is a disgrace. Still, an outpost in the sea brings respect from neighboring nations, and transport ships can rest and repair on the island, bringing more money to the capital through the new trade route. Yay, we've got more money! Meanwhile, tensions rise in the capital as the nobles wait to hear what discoveries the race has in store next. Next is either finding a spouse or bankruptcy looms. This is more exciting. In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, even the spymaster. But there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. I've been busy. You better find the time. Don't worry, I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference, men, women, or do you not mind? Excellent. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Thanks, Mom. Yeah. No, you can't. 2 sheds. Treasurer. Fishwife. The treasury is almost empty, Your Highness. No, duh. What do you suggest we do? Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. You could get a bank loan or sell off the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold. Or so I've heard. Let's see. Look at all this money. Defiance. I don't want Defiance to go up. I own the Royal Mint, don't I? Make more coins! The Royal Mint begins churning out new coins, allowing you to pay off several old debts. Whoa, we got $10,000 in the treasury. Is that it? Yes, that's it. End season. Look at all that money. Oops. Across the kingdom, discontent with the king is rising. Everyone knew that he was better off. But until now, it hadn't occurred to most people just how much better off. Let's see. Now the peasants are asking all sorts of troublesome questions about their benevolent overlord. And as everyone knows, once a question has been asked, it can't be unasked. Meanwhile, perched atop a hill in the remote eastern wilderness, there sits a dark, austere castle. At the top of the tallest tower, called Might Blue Heather, and their co-conspirators can be found celebrating with a few glasses of wine. The peasants are getting rowdy, and it's all thanks to us. Now that they know how much wealth the king's hiding, they're itching to get rid of him. I was even able to get away with levying a little extra tax this year, and even that I blamed on the king. Isn't it lovely, having a scapegoat? Some count's wealth has increased. Yes, now it's time to incite some real chaos. Show them that King Spencelot is not only greedy, he's utterly incompetent too. For the next stage of their scheme, the counts must lower stability to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Stability's at 6. You got a lot of work to do. Far to the north, Chief the Great Nero sits before a roaring hearth, 2 enormous wolfhounds lying at their feet. A shadow darkens the door. The hounds whimper and flee, tails tucked between their legs, as a skeletal figure steps into the room, accompanied by the jingling of 1,000 tiny bells. My apologies. I have that effect on dogs. Their ears are so sensitive. Why'd you call me this morning? I may be immortal, but my time is still more precious than yours. What was your voice?
I thought we might have a common goal. The king has been overstepping his bounds recently, hasn't he?
That's true. Watch tried to turn me away from my favorite bakery last week, simply because my presence shattered all the windows in a mile's radius. I'll help you. Those fig rolls are worth committing regicide for, but first, you'll need to take care of the bees.
Did you say bees?
Yeah. In the dreamlands, they call themselves the Dreams of Being, and they're a deadly foe, even for a wizard. Of course, their wakened selves just tend to buzz about and pollinate flowers. They love all kinds of royalty. Protect them once from magical threats, but they won't harm non-magical folk beyond the occasional sting. All right, everybody, for the next stage of their scheme, the chiefs must lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons. Right now, you're at 14. You're already there. Oh. Yep. You gotta... There's a lot to miss when you miss Pieces and Pixels streams. And even just audio. Okay, I'm gonna tax people. The counts discover treasury worth 500 wealth in a long abandoned crypt. The other nobles gain 200 wealth. I could cruel tax. Where's Defiance at? All right, blue chiefs, y'all aren't mad at me, so I'm gonna cruel tax you. Treasury goes up, wealth goes down. Counts? No, I'm gonna leave y'all at common tax. Hey, Time Roller. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. All right, end season. We got some new events. We've got Mutiny, eligible options, and Suspicious Nights. We can't go on and on with Suspicious Nights. All right, here we go. Marshall. You remember we hired those Eastern Knights to join the Palace Watch, the Order of the Cobweb Seal or whatever. Something's up. They're flashing far too much cash. Consider what we pay them. One of them has bought their horse a full set of gold teeth. Those petty brats. They've got a mean streak a mile wide. As you see, they're not fitting in. But they are doing a great job keeping order of the city. And they're asking for their own barracks to keep them separate from the rabble. Oh, how delightful. That sounds like a good way to honor your fine order. You've been using we with it's fine a lot lately? Nice. Thanks for the representation. All right. Should the Gossamer Shield Knights be given special treatment? Your options will be, when the voting starts, to build a new wing of the palace for the Gossamer Knights, refuse to coddle them, investigate where they're heading, where they're getting their funds, or pay Comte My Blue Heather to teach them about chivalry. Authority. Ooh, I don't want to build a new wing. How about... I'm going to investigate where they're getting their funds. I'm going to refuse. I'm going to veto refuse to coddle them. So y'all can't vote for that. All right, time to vote. Exclamation vote. And then the letter that you want to vote for. We got one vote in from Haplo. Good choice, Kleck. Good choice, Two Sheds. Chew says by the seashore. Oh no, now that's cut off. Well, you get the idea. Vote A. I'll give y'all a few more extra seconds to vote. No, I should have done King's Choice and voted for C. Thank you. Thank you. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. All right, we got all the votes we need. We're going to continue. Voting is closed. Yay! Thank you, Vanguard. All right. You have the spy master eavesdrop around the palace. She knows all sorts of nooks and crannies to slip around unseen. Hopefully, she will uncover something soon. Okay. Let's look at my options are. Queen Mother. I found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely to be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, yes, I know. Your mother leads you to the Great Hall, where she's arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Wait, I don't even get to meet them? There's no time for sentiment. You just need to match that befits your station and suits your political needs. She whisks away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Heth, firstborn daughter of the Northern Chris clan. From what I've heard, she knows exactly what she wants and will do whatever's necessary to get it. She's made herself quite wealthy with a series of shrewd investments. She's an incredibly driven person. by all accounts, get up at the crack of dawn each morning and goes for a swim in a frozen lake. Brr. I can see the appeal, I suppose. This is Sashara, the eldest daughter of the Eastern Tushets dynasty. According to the counts, she's a little naive, but that may just be compared to the utter ruthlessness of the Eastern courts. She had a laboratory installed in her castle and spends most of her time there, conducting bizarre experiments. She went missing a while ago, but it turned out she'd accidentally locked herself in her cellar. Survived on wine for a week. She's an intriguing candidate. And finally, from the coast, we have Clementine, the wealthy heiress to the Lord Patrician Cheaterbaum's estate. She wasn't originally the heiress, but her elder sister has an unfortunate accident. She loves to lose her fortune betting at the arena. She's said to be led by her passions, living in the moment with no thought for her reputation. Could be worse, but could be a lot better. Heth? Okay, I like the idea of someone. She's wealthy, driven, gets up at the crack of dawn and goes for a swim in a frozen lake. All right, I've made my decision. Heth of the North. And with axe in hand. That's right. Okay, mutiny. Thank you, Chris. Okay. Lord Patrician Rollo says,
Dramatic news for the boat race, your esteemed highness. Count My Blue Heather sent a letter telling me everything.
We beg for aid. My crew has turned against me. They're saying I'm working them too hard and there's no hope of winning anyway. Now they demand higher pay. I think my voice changes for My Blue Heather every time. They're threatening to throw me overboard. I beg for help. Every minute we argue, we lose time against Haplo. 7th, take us. We must step in. These sailors can't be allowed to disrupt a race like this.
Really? Surely if My Blue Heather can't lead their own crew, that's on them. Why should they get special treatment?
This already hurt their chances of winning the bet. Why should they be punished further? All right, everybody. Should the council step in to help Count My Blue Heather deal with the mutiny? We can let the mutiny resolve itself. That's what I vote for. All right. I think, everybody, we should let the mutiny resolve itself, and that's in everyone's favor. Whatever the outcome may be, it's 50-50. It could go either way. Just leave it to chance. You think we should send troops to make them fall in love? Or fall in line? All right, I like that. I like to vote. All right, here we go. Good choice, everyone. The counts are disgusted with the king's decision. Uh-oh. Look at the defiance of the counts. Look at my authority. I'm a 7. Okay. But in the end, My Blue Heather bullies or cajoles their crew into carrying on. They're neck and neck with Haplo, and the race is nearly over. Who's gonna win? All right. In a dingy seaside tavern, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme.
Terrible news. The kingdom prospers. The treasury is practically overflowing.
I didn't expect the new king to be so competent.
Nobody did. We must work harder to bankrupt him.
Hello, Al. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great Friday so far. All right, patricians, here's your goal. Your aim is to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less. You got a lot of work to do. Because we're at 11,000. So. You're making cookies. You make great cookies. Let's see. I don't want this. After voting, nobles can change their mind and vote for a different option. Nobles must vote for their least favorite option, and the option with the least votes will pass. I like what you know what, though? No, I like my laws. All right, we've got... Ooh, treachery revealed. I want to know who's being treacherous. This is the Spy Master. You recall the latest addition to the Palace Watch, Your Majesty? Yes, the Order of the Gossamer Shield. They wanted us to build a barracks in the Royal Palace so they wouldn't clash with the rest of the staff, and they had a little too much cash to splash. Psst. They tried to pass information about your activities to the Gaunt of Tavalin. How dare they? They're loyal to money rather than to their king. The Gaunt must pay very well. I got the letters before they were sent, but this is a concern. They'll seriously undermine you unless you do something. When you bring this discovery to the council, shock ripples through the chamber. My Blue Heather gasps in horror. She goes, oh! Please, Your Majesty, this must be a misunderstanding. No Knight of the East would dream of betraying their king so cruelly. Okay. We have an option here. We can execute the treacherous knights. We can execute them and My Blue Heather for causing all of this. Or we can put them in prison. Oh man, what an exciting decision. This is tough because A gives me authority. My authority is doing pretty well. But defiance goes up. Yeah, I am a little too heavy. Here's what we're gonna do. I think this is gonna be interesting. Nice turn spies. You cannot choose to... No, we're gonna kill somebody today. We're gonna kill someone today. So, you cannot choose to put them in prison. So you can either vote to execute the treacherous knights, or execute the knights and My Blue Heather. I'm leaving this up to the council. I'm washing my hands of this decision. T says, I kind of still want to do B even though she's on my team. Oh, man. Hey, just remember, your legacy will live on in My Blue Heather 2. My Blue Heather the second. Well. I love this game. All right, 7 nobles voted for executing them and My Blue Heather for causing all this. You have the Knights of Gossamer Shield beheaded at the dawn following the day, along with My Blue Heather. Billy Buster here is the traitor! Oh, stability challenge failed. She says, no! I'm innocent! I swear by the blood of the dead! Thunk. There goes her head. Oh, man. The folk of the capital come to watch, but they do so in stony silence. Count My Blue Heather's chivalric ideals had led to some popularity amongst ordinary people. Look at the defiance in the counts. 10. Emboldened by the people's lack of support for your action, the counts start grumbling, wondering openly whether the Tavalanese plot was really true. You feel them watching you narrowly whenever you attend the council. Is it appropriate to next go to the end is near? All right, we're gonna have a ghost in our midst, everybody. Okay. Oh, well, how is the race still going if the captain of one of the boats is dead? The coastal boat race. The coastal boat race is nearly at a close. I'd hope the coast would win the day, but appears the two boats will draw. Lamentably, things aren't going how the king bet. Chief Vanguard, how exciting. Truly, this race is of utmost importance. Yes, that's Kronk. That's Patrick Warburton, is the voice actor of Kronk. On a completely unrelated note, I have a shipment of lumber that is due to intercept the races any day now. If my ship got into the way, who knows what might happen? I dare say the race's outcome could be altered. Of course, I could be convinced to alter the shipment's route instead. Your esteemed Highness must put a stop to this shameless attempt to sabotage the race. All right, Council. Should the Council allow Chief Vanguard's ship to disrupt the boat race? I do love doing funny voices too, Shez. So, should we allow Chief Vanguard's ship to disrupt the boat race? The options are going to be have the Counts pay for the ship to obstruct Noble Patrician Haplo's path. Oh. Have the Patricians pay for the ship to obstruct my Blue Heather II's path. So there you are, you're back. Or C, refuse the shameless bribe. Let's see. Defiance, wealth, trade. I'm going to abstain from influencing the vote this time. Well, hold on a minute. Wealth. We don't have anything in the treasury. Okay, yeah. Except, all of them are bad for. Okay, we're just gonna see what happens. All right. Vote A if you want to pay for to obstruct Haplo's path. Vote B if you want to obstruct My Blue Heather II's path. Or C, refuse the bribe. Remember that I bet on Haplo's ship to win. So if you want money for the treasury, because the treasury, this is a trickle-down treasury, right? The more money in the treasury, the more goes to you. So you should vote to block My Blue Heather II's path, right? Oh. Okay. She needs to pay for the crimes of her mother. All right. Oh, it's a tie? Oh, no. That means I have to pick. Oh, I know what I'm going to pick then. We have to obstruct My Blue Heather II's path, or else my wager. Yeah. Sorry. I don't want to lose any money. Blood and stars. This undermines the very scarcity of the boat race. Or sorry, sanctity of the boat race. Chief Vanguard's lumbering ship makes its slow way in front of My Blue Heather II's boat, blocking the way to the finish line. The lumber makes its way to Tavalin ahead of schedule. Soon, nobles and peasants alike gather at the finish line, watching breathlessly as the winner arrives. And it's Noble Patrician Haplo! Marvelous! No one can beat a patrician in a boat race. I could not have done it without the generous sponsorship of King Spencelot. Thank you, thank you. Now, pay up, my blue heather the second. Let's see. What does my blue heather the second's voice sound like? Duh. Darn it. I can't even stand to look at fish anymore, and I don't know what's happening to my sea legs. Let's see. Oh man, my blue heather's the second's wealth has decreased. You've got no money. Let's see. Thank you very much. Perhaps you'd like a rematch in next year's time? No, I'm never setting foot in a boat again, you salty sea urchin. Let's see. Your esteemed highness, I'm delighted to report to you, bet on the correct outcome. Congratulations indeed. Dude, look at that treasury. Going up. Going up, up, up. This is our moment. Let's see. Back on the coast, merchants flock to investigate Haplo's boat and use their sailing techniques to improve their own crafts. Though the race is over, it gripped the kingdom. Similar bets take place as far afield as Sal and Kurth. Some successful and others ending in watery deaths. All right, final one. It's the wedding. It's time for the wedding. Look at I just want to point out this defiance 0, 0, 10. Why are you so defiant, Counts? You're wedding to they fell for the trickle-down treasury trick. Your wedding to Heth is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Heth at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I do. Then I pronounce you king and wife. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Heth, only dances with obvious reluctance. She's like, I could be taking a dip in an icy cold lake right now. By the time you find yourself alone with Heth, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. Neither of us asked for this union, but I assure you, it can blossom into something of mutual benefit. Maybe we will fall in love once we get to know each other. Statistically unlikely, but there's always a chance. You head to your separate bedchambers. Perhaps you will draw closer in time, but for now, your wife is happy to keep you at arm's length. Must have been their parent. All right, end season. Man, I've never been more rich in my life. We're stable. Look at my authority. It's a 9. Guys, I'm such a good king. Your Majesty, these upstarts are saying that they have a right to your throne. All right, so y'all are scheming. Okay, Chiefs, you want to lower all regions total farming to 14 in less than 2 seasons. We need to get farming up. Can we increase farming, everybody? I have no reason. Lower the kingdom's stability to 4 or less. We're good. I've got plenty of stability. And lower the kingdom's treasury to 1,500 or less. Yeah, nice try. So, I'm just gonna say this to you, counts and patricians. You know, if you don't want the chiefs to overthrow the crown, maybe get your farming up. Okay. A spot of heresy, hyperinflation, helping hand. You know, I like a little heresy in the morning. Let's go there. Yeah, that's right, Rolo. That's right. Okay. Chief Vanguard. Oh, what was your voice? Oh, you, the out of breath guy. Your greatness, I'm stunned, outraged, and incensed. I've been summoned by trial to the Inquisition on some... No, that's not what it was. I'm gonna make up a new one. This is a guy who can't breathe through his nose. Your greatness, I'm stunned, outraged, and incensed. I've been summoned to trial by the Inquisition on some nonsense fabricated charge. They're saying a group of church missionaries went missing near my lands. The weather's cold around there. Anything could have happened to them. No one dares defend me on their own. They're too scared of the High Inquisitor. The trial is set, but the council must intervene, Your Majesty. Though she remains silent, the council is keenly aware of the High Inquisitor's steely gaze from across the chamber. All right, we got us. Oh, these are. Oh, how will the council handle the accused? So you're gonna vote to either search for a witness to defend Chief Vanguard, help the Inquisition gather evidence against Vanguard, or suggest he pray for a good outcome. I don't really care. I do like stability though. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say, I'm gonna choose this. If y'all pick this, we get an authority. This is true. Vanguard says, I don't want to be jailed. I've been loyal all the time. Let's reward, I say we reward loyalty. Vote now, exclamation, vote, and then the letter of your choice, A, B, or C. Vanguard sailed a ship to block the boat race. This is true. All right, I like how this is going. Well done, well done. On permission from the king, mind you. All right. Y'all are fun. I like it when everybody gets into it. All right, we're gonna defend you, Chief Vanguard. You distribute a proclamation among the chiefs asking for witnesses of Vanguard's innocence. Authority is now tyrannical. Yes, yes. I've always wanted to be a tyrant. Oh, stability went down. Bad. Stability's teetering. But from fear of church reprisal or distrust of the crown, no one comes forward. You're literally a tyrant, but you're a good tyrant. Thank you. Thank you. During the trial, Vanguard crumbles and can barely argue for his own innocence. Unsmiling, the High Inquisitor orders him taken away and thrown into the Inquisitor's special dungeons. Oh no! Oh no. We tried! We really did! Chief Vanguard has been imprisoned. Chief Vanguard II has joined the council. At least your heir is with us. Let's see who's here to help. What are your... Well, they're not here. Okay. Heth. Spence a lot. I had something I wanted to ask of you. What can I do for you? As you surely know, I run a very successful lumber company back from the north. But the current laws are a little restrictive for my trade. Lots of tariffs and regulations. You know how it is. I was hoping you could push for some changes in the council. Eliminate some of the more cumbersome quality standards for the northern lumber, perhaps? You want me to give the North preferential treatment? I think it's only fair. The other regions can't compete with us in lumber trade anyway. Fine, I'll assemble the council. You're my wife after all. Ah, the gods are good. I'll see you there. Rolling Reggie, look who it is. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. This is a game you can jump in at any time, even if you only have a little bit. You could be on the council. All you do is vote. We vote to kill each other sometimes. We vote to imprison each other. I'm the king. I'm a tyrant, which is good. So you're welcome to join if you want. If you don't have time, we understand. There's no commitment, though. You can play for a little bit and then just leave. But if you do want to join, all you have to do is type !join, followed by your pronoun to enjoy the game. Right now we're voting. Should the quality standards on Northern Lumber be relaxed? I wonder, is it, oh, it's the same font as a board game. I don't know. All right, the options for this vote are gonna be relax quality standards for only Northern Lumber, relax quality standards on all lumber, or do nothing. Defiance, trade, treasury goes up. Trade, stability goes down. I'm gonna veto one. We're gonna veto. Trade goes up. Stability. We're gonna veto this one. Okay. All right. Vote A to relax quality standards on Northern Lumber. Or vote C. I thought I vetoed one. How can you vote for B if I vetoed it? That's weird. Does my veto mean nothing? Oh no, I didn't. Oh, I picked the wrong rule. Oops. I thought I vetoed it. Ah, you're right. Oh well. Oh well. Honors end? All right. All right. Well, at least I saved veto for another day. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. More treasury, that's what I'm saying. Yes. Look at all that. We're at 11, we're almost at 12,000 in the treasury. The other regions are outraged by the clear nepotism that's taking place, but Heth pays them no mind. As profits pour in, she even shares a portion of the income with the treasury. And now we're going into hyperinflation. Let's see what's going on there. This is the treasurer. As you ordered, Your Majesty, the Royal Mint has churned out thousands of new coins using cheap gold-like metals. The treasury is technically replenished. Oh. My genius is almost frightening. But it's also devaluing the currency across the kingdom. A loaf of bread now costs 100 times what it used to. Oops. Something must be done. If this is worse, our currency will be worthless. Okay. I'm trying to click, okay. All right, set the laws. How should the council fight against rising inflation? There's nothing wrong with this. Let it continue. Adopt an entirely new currency and declare the old one illegitimate. Or adopt a foreign currency instead. Ooh, don't do... I'm gonna vote... Oh, no. 8,000? This is... Authority. I'm gonna veto this one. All right. I'm glad I saved it. So, if you don't vote for A, if you vote for B, your personal wealth is gonna go down, just so you know. I say you vote A, because there is nothing wrong with this. Loaf of bread is only $100. Y'all are about to lose money. Oh no! We're about to lose $10,000 from the treasury. It's better for the economy. Oh man. Well, let's see what happens. No tyrant king deposition, whatever. All right, we're adopting an entirely new currency and declaring the old one illegitimate. Oh man, we just lost $10,000 in the treasury. Predictably enough, absolutely everyone, from the lowest peasant to the highest noble, is outraged to find their money suddenly worthless. Oh no, my stability's at 0! The resulting chaos makes buybacks difficult and fraud is rampant. Riots consume every major city. This is what I'm saying. I've got 10 authority. I should be able to disband the council's decision rights. Oh man. Riots consume every major city. Well. Oh, it's time to get a new building. Oh man, look at all these people with 0 money. Great Nero, my brother the second. Rolo, Cheater Bomb have $0. Chris, you got at least you got 50. Would it help if we imprisoned my brother? Okay, when we start the auction, you're gonna type !fund, and then the letter of the building that you want to fund, and then how much money you want to spend, which some of you can't spend any money. Look here really quick. The deer park decreases farming by 1. The library increasing stability by 1. Cathedral faith goes up by 1. Stadium, the military goes down by 1. Observatory faith goes down by 1. And theater authority goes down by 1. Here we go. Exclamation vote. Then exclamation fund. Then the letter of the building that you want to build. And then how much money you want to spend. Like this. Oh, come on. You don't want authority to go down. The 2 leading buildings will win. Will be built. B. Stability. Yeah, I like stability. This right here. We need stability. Rolo says fund B 0. 2, 1. All right. Stability went up to 1. Yay. Let's see. Stability is up by 1. And faith for the counts has gone up by 1. Vanguard the second is the biggest contributor. And 2 Shads is the biggest contributor to the library. All right. Here we go. New season. Let's go. The seeds of rebellion. Let's get that out of the way. That's the 5th peasant I've had to hang this week. And just like all the others, she was trying to steal our gold and give it to the poor. Pah! What do they need with gold anyway? Psst! Something's amiss, Your Majesty. Someone has been stirring up discontent amongst the peasantry, and I have reason to believe it is the counts. Just tell me what I need to do to stop them. Peasants' uprising is trouble if not de-escalated quickly. The counts will capitalize on the instability to install Amalia as the queen. So we kill a few more, put the field of the ninth into them. You misunderstand. That is exactly what the counts want. It will cause chaos. Your Majesty, you must get a grip on the common folk. If the kingdom is stable, discontent will not be able to spread as easily. This will give me time to root out the conspirators. I'm sure I don't need to explain how fertile the current political climate is for unrest. Perhaps the council will aid you in this endeavor? All right, the counts are instigating unrest among the peasantry. How can they be stopped? Everyone should chip in and pay for some new hospitals. Promise some reforms to the common folk to keep them calm? Peasants are always unhappy about something. Let them riot. Defiance. Wealth. I don't want there to be any defiance. Y'all are funny. What do I want to do? I really don't want to increase any defiance right now, so I'm gonna veto this. Y'all choose B or C. We can do B, which is essentially delaying scheme for 1 season. Or C, just let them riot. They're always unhappy about something. They're gonna be unhappy no matter what happens. Doesn't matter. Oh, it's a tie? If you haven't voted yet, there's still time. All right. 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, okay. Now I have to pick. Just let them riot. And so they do. Day and night, unrest breaks out in the capital. Hundreds of city watch are killed, all while the council sits on its collective backside. Come on, guys, do something. Rumblings at the university. Psst, Your Majesty. We've been hearing disturbing rumblings from the university. They've been eating partridge again. You give the scholars at Quail too much leeway, Your Majesty. Are they plotting something? Their secret nighttime meetings in the library certainly suggest so. The rumor is they're examining the rules of succession, the very rules that put you on your throne. Who knows what conclusions they may come to? Oh, Kleck thinks riot is good for mental health. It lets you get rid of excess stress. Okay. So we're voting on, should we allow the scholars to examine the rules of succession? Let us do... We're gonna do the monarch's vote. To summon a scholar immediately. We can leave the scholars to their work. They're harmless. We can get a spy to uncover their secrets, or we can summon a scholar immediately. I say vote C. C is probably the best thing to do. We don't want to lose money from the treasury. Right? We need the money. Remember, don't you forget? Don't forget trickle down treasury. It'll get to you eventually, right? 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna send a spy to uncover their secrets. We lost some money. Your spy is sent to Quail University disguised as a student of metaphysics and is given a bag of gold to use for bribes. All right. About your heir. Your marriage to health has grown strong and steady, like an old castle wall. Though it began as a political arrangement, it blossomed into something like love. It's high time you thought about an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. It felt more like a life sentence than a wedding. I'm very happy, thank you. Your happiness isn't as important as fulfilling your duty to the kingdom, but I'm glad you found a way to have both. You've done well so far, but something's still missing. An heir. You need someone young, whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins. I like this option. I'm pretty sure I have a bastard child lying around somewhere. My wife and I will have a child together. The traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can, get down to business. Alright, end season. The final push. This is my heir being born. Is that what that means? Back in the East, My Blue Heather II has met with their co-conspirators once again. Wine is being passed around in good measure. Wine is being passed around in good measure, and it seems spirits are high. We've done it again, my good friends. The peasants are in an uproar. Riots are commonplace across the kingdom. I foresee no negative consequences of this. Other than for the king, of course. Indeed. We've been able to use the current unrest as an excuse to expand our armies. The king can't gainsay us now. How exquisite. Who knew that we could stand to gain so much by simply ruining the lives of a few measly peasants? Only one step remains. I have two proposals for the plan ahead. One way or another, we will push the peasants to turn violent. Well, they already were violent. Voting is open only to the counts of the East. Your options to push the peasants to rise up against the king. You can vote A, devalue the kingdom's currency, spreading mass poverty, which is lower all trade. Or B, goal is lower all farming, which is manufacturing a food crisis. So vote A or B. Kleck has voted B. This is only for counts of the East. Let's see who is that. That is Kleck, Two Sheds, and My Blue Heather. This is your chance to vote on what your new goal is. All right, you're going to lower all farming. All right, 2 out of 3. There you go. Diabolical. Why, you might even call it evil. No, it's for their own good. When you think about it, everyone will be better off with me on the throne. With this final push, we will ensure the king soon has more than just a few angry peasants on his hands. Yes, and once the fighting starts, I'll be right there, ready to step in and negotiate. For the final stage of their scheme, the counts must lower all regions' combined farming to 12 or less. You're at 14. All right, next, we've got the North. Up in the North, Chief, the Great Nero, and the Wizard Bzgt are enjoying a grand feast together. Any glassware has been carefully replaced with ceramics. Well done! The endless buzzing is much quieter now. You have served me well.
My thanks, Great Wizard. Now shall we discuss how to overthrow this troublesome king?
All right, open to Chiefs of the North only. You want to vote for goal, raise trade, or goal B, raise stability? This is for Chris, Great Nero, and Vanguard. You're going to vote A or B for the goal that you want to use for the remainder of the game. A, raise trade. across the kingdom, or B, raise stability. So you want to curse me with a fate worse than death. That's right, Vanguard. I'm not involved in any scheme against the king. All right, here we go. No exiling. No exiling. Worse than death? Well, it can be done, but I'll require an additional fee. Enough gold to sink a galleon, perhaps. That's a good start.
Axe of my ancestors! I thought we'd already sealed the deal!
As a wizard, I'm the one who gets to decide when the deal is sealed. Sorry, that's just the way it works. For the final stage of their scheme, the chiefs must raise their trade to at least 6. All right, patricians. Defiance would go up. Defiance, treasury, wealth. The counts are already mad at me, so I'm gonna put them up. You know what? I want more money. There we go. Whoa. Gomer filed negotiating with the Death Wizard. The king is mad, that's right. Mad with authority. Oh no, we're low on lumber. Count. Oh, Kleck. What does Kleck sound like? Let's see. Your Highness, will you tell these superstitious chiefs to get over themselves and let us harvest their trees? We need the wood for our craftspeople. Oh gosh, I can't keep up with everybody's voice. I've told you 1,000 times, Count. The forest is thoroughly haunted. You'll damn us all if you go logging there. But you sold us a logging contract, and said contract has no exclusions for haunting. Your Grace, the chiefs can't be allowed to wiggle out of their commitments. All right, Council. Should the counts be allowed to harvest lumber from the haunted forest in the north? Let's see. Do I want any of these? I don't want authority. We're gonna... Oh. We're gonna veto this one. Suitably confused. Just in short stop on my drive, so I had to pay you my respects. Suitably confused is saying R.I.P. my blue heather. And down with the tyrant. Shame. All right, you can't vote for D. I'm sorry, you can't vote for C. But you can vote to have the counts have a contract. B, let the harvest the lumber. Or D, fence off the area, make sure no one goes near it. No one wants to do that one? Why not? You can't see. That would make authority go up, just so you know. I wish there was like the perfect place to put the face cam, but there's not. All right, 4, 5, 6. For even if, okay, yeah. I'm with you, Haplo, but you're the minority. All right. We're gonna harvest the lumber, but share the proceeds with the chiefs. With the council's express permission, hundreds of eastern lumberjacks rush into the haunted forest and start hacking it down. But they're woefully unprepared for what they find. The moment the workers cut into the ancient trees, they come alive, picking up laborers and devouring them whole. Stability, we've got 0 stability. Trade is destitute for the counts. Guys, things are just falling apart. Panic spreads. The counts withdraw from the area immediately, but the forest does not return to dormancy. Instead, the trees start marching across the north, ransacking villages along the way. See? Now we don't need to worry about a food shortage. Farming. North, your farming is now meager. And Defiance is now enraged. I warned you! Now there's an army of angry trees on our doorstep. The greed of the Count knows no bounds. Let's do Angry Mob. One morning, as you make your way to the council hall, a mob of furious peasants surround your carriage. They pelt the windows with rotten fruit and loudly blame you for everything wrong with the kingdom. This is a peasant. Down with the king. I'm gonna poke my head out the window. A well-aimed tomato splats your forehead. Hey, Suitably Confused, resubscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Suitably Confused. Thanks for being with us. You duck back into the carriage and wait for your soldiers to quell the riot. The soldiers have difficulties, however. Protect the king. Protect the... His words are cut off as he is dragged from his horse and beaten into a fine paste. The growing mob surrounds your stagecoach and begins rocking it back and forth. Well aimed tomato splats on you. Thank you. Northern Warrior says, Your Majesty, make a break for it before they tip the carriage over. We'll stay here and hold them off. The warriors heft their axes and form a ring around you, sheltering you as you scuttle for safety. Stones rain down like hail, but you make it back to the palace unharmed. I am calling a council meeting. Lord Patricia Cheaterbomb. This is an outrage, Your Majesty. First riots and looting the capital, and now attacks upon your royal person? Our realm is on the verge of collapse. People are afraid the rule of law is broken down. Peasants are demanding higher wages and more rights. Yes, but we obviously can't do that. So what do we do? All right, council, what's the best way to control the riots? Print more coins. A, declare martial law. B, round up all the rioters and hang them. Or C, let's give them everything they want. Monarch can mark their preferred voting option. If chosen, they gain +1 authority. We're gonna choose authority 100%. I don't want. No one's gonna vote for that. Stability. Trade. Oh, look. We're gonna do this one. Declare martial law. See, that's what I pick, Vanguard, but no one else is gonna vote for that. So I say we vote for A, everybody. I think it's in everyone's best interest. We can increase the stability, so we settle down. Y'all voted for B? I didn't think you'd vote for B. Trade goes down. I mean, I'm good with that. Okay, round up the rioters and hang them. What? Hype train? Why are we having a hype train? Choo choo. I don't know why the hype train started, but I love hype trains. Let's go. All right, round up the rioters and hang them. Your soldiers face heavy resistance from the rioters, and hundreds of your troops are killed. Others desert to avoid fighting their own fellow citizens. But the result is inevitable. Hundreds of peasant corpses hanging from... Trains are going off at random right now on all channels. Oh. Thanks for the bit, Rolo. Hundreds of peasant corpses are hanging from the gibbets, left to rot along the King's Road as a dire warning. Don't you dare! Look how much stability went up by 3. The riots die down. The common folk are terrified, but there are fewer peasants to work the fields, so farming goes down. Stability is now unstable. Authority can't go any higher. That's what I'm talking about. All right, final one of the season. Here we go. Folly of the Spy. Hi, Genosis Doc. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining the game. Let's see, where did you end up? You ended up on the Patricians, so you're on the Patricians team. All right. Your Majesty. Oh. Beg pardon, my lord, but my master is being accosted by ads and will not be seated until much later. That's funny. What's that? Xenosaga? Let's see. Oh, here's the Spy Master. Psst. Your Majesty, the spy you sent into the university has been picked up by the Palace Watch. Excellent. What has he learned? Very little, Your Majesty. If his exam scores are any measure. Let's see. The young spy has entered the student body, taken up drinking, and now spends his time composing modern 3-syllable poetry. Oh, this is another spy. This one's even more secretive. Psst, Your Majesty. I'm gonna say, read me some of your poetry. Be here at noon. Was this bread? Flatulence. Someone cart this useless wretch to the dungeons. Have you found something? Something found. Big bad fact. I knew it, Your Majesty. The university is definitely plotting against the crown. Perhaps they're even looking to prove your succession was not legitimate. Let's call a vote on our next move. If you can brook the delay, Your Majesty. All right, Council. Quail University is plotting something against the king, though their exact scheme is unclear. What must be done? We must know more. Sober up the spy and send him back. No, he's a joke. Enough tricks, arrest the scholar and question them. Or C, cripple the university financially. I say, you know, the treasury's looking pretty low. And I think we should get some more money. So we're gonna cripple the university financially. I think everybody should pick that. We need more money in the treasury. Don't forget, trickle down treasury. Trickle down treasury. Vote C. Vote C. That's right. We love money, guys. We are all us aristocrats after all. I agree. Okay. 4, 5, 6. Information is more important than money. I don't know. You need money to get information. Oh, now we're tied. Well, you know what we're gonna do now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I have all the intelligence that I need. We're gonna cripple the university. Let's get some money. Yeah. A message is sent to the university demanding a hefty tribute and threatening dire consequences for non-payment. The scholars pay without looking up from their desks. Okay, end of season. If stability is more than 50%, oh, I like this one. Let's get rid of this one. No? Yeah. Okay. What we got? Oh. There's only one thing to do. The revolution. What does this mean? The situation is becoming untenable, Your Majesty. A war is looming, or at least a coup. Can't we have the spy master deal with this? Psst. I'm afraid there's little I can do against this kind of enemy. We are not simply facing some disgruntled, easily assassinatable nobles this time. The people of the kingdom itself have turned against you. They aren't merely trying to overthrow you, they're calling for the destruction of the monarchy itself and the proclamation of a new people's republic in its place. Spy Master, stop shouting. You're a Spy Master. They're led by a former shipbuilder, as I understand it. A woman named Layla. So kill her. It would only serve to anger the people further. And even if I did, another would take her place. This is not merely a conspiracy, it's a movement. Kill her family then? She has no family, Your Majesty. Her parents died young due to workplace-related injuries. I see. This would be a difficult situation to defuse, Your Majesty. I would advise diplomacy. Perhaps this Layla would be willing to forgive your transgressions. If you meet with her and hash out a compromise. 100 bits from Gnosis, Doc. Gnosis? Have you considered instituting a more robust constitution for your government? I'd be happy to explain it to you. I haven't considered it. I will consider it. I'm considering it right now. I'll continue to consider it. Or I take a detachment to the city watch door to door and start rooting out these revolutionaries and sending them to the gallows. Might be that your only chance to regain control now is through fear. I don't know. Marshall. Let's see. I could arrange a meeting with Layla. Root out traitors. We give everybody money. I like money, though. Yes, so far. Multiple hangings and murders of citizens. It's worked out swimmingly. All right, let's have a meeting with Layla. Of course, Your Highness. I will make contact immediately. Your advisors mill out of the throne room, leaving you to brood alone for hours, until your wife arrives later that evening. Negotiations with the villagers? It's a recipe for disaster, if you ask me. Be careful when you go to meet them. I don't suppose you have a better idea? You should have crushed those disloyal common folk. Showed them who the real king around here is. Oh. Days pass in a blur. The rumbles of discontent spread like tremors across the capital. Even from inside the walls of your palace, the earth seems to shake with power of promised change. Time drags on, like a hot rake, until the Chancellor bursts into the throne room one morning, with Layla by their side. This is Layla, Your Majesty. She has come to negotiate your, surrender. The first time you regard this champion of the people, you can't help but think she looks like any other peasant you've dealt with during your reign. Perhaps there's a lesson in there somewhere. Nah. We meet at last. let's just get on with it. Put simply, your Madge, your position ain't gonna last. The people of the kingdom have spoken, and I'm their messenger. You're no longer needed, so you get me? Let's see. You can't take my palace from me. Well, it is a symbol of the corruption of the monarchy and its accumulation of wealth at the expense of the common citizen. But on the other hand, I suppose you did come to us in good faith. Let me give you our terms. We'll spare your life if you agree to step down as king. I will be acting regent until a new constitution is drafted. And you can keep the palace, I suppose. You either accept these terms as they are, or a particularly tall man stood behind Layla, glares at you, and punches his open palm in a threatening gesture. Your chancellor smiles nervously at you. What do y'all think? Should I accept the terms? I mean, I am the king. I've got 10 authority. I worked for this. Do I want to live or keep my legacy? No? All right. All right, I reject. Never! I am the king, now and always. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that, Your Madge. See you soon. Once Layla and her followers had left the throne room, the Chancellor shuffles back in to see you. I'm a little worried, Your Highness. If the people of the capital were to rise up, our garrison wouldn't be able to stop them. That might have been our only chance at peace.
Don't be such a big baby, Chancellor. The king's got a plan, haven't you, Your Majesty?
Hello, Taurus. Good to see you. All right, Haplo. I think this is the end of the game. Well, I'm sure you'll come up with something soon. As the days slip away, more and more people start disappearing from the palace. Nobles stop attending council meetings. Servants quit in disgust. Even your advisors seem to go missing. Yeah, actually, we've been playing for about 2 hours. So I think it's actually almost over. Having scuppered your chance at the negotiation, it seems that everyone is jumping ship. By the time that Layla returns to the palace at the head of the peasant mob, there's no one left to stop her. You sit and await her in the throne room. Your wife looks on uncertainly. I'm sorry we couldn't work this out peacefully. I'm gonna say, you'll not take me alive. It doesn't matter to us either way. Someone flings a vegetable at you. No, wait, that was a rock. You're so used to vegetables flying at you that you barely even ducked. Ouch. The marshal tries to push through the crowd to reach you, but a dozen spearheads bring her to the ground. The honor guard forms ranks around you, protecting you as best they can, but they're surrounded on all sides. Blood soars through the air. You cover your ears, but the war cries and death throes are impossible to block out. When everything comes to a quiet, your honor guard lay dead. Your wife tries to flee for cover, but is caught by the mob in a matter of seconds. Some short moments and a few pained cries later, and she is surely dead. The mob closes in. Down with the king! Freedom or death! I'm gonna curl up in the fetal position. You brace, waiting for the well-timed fist, hammer, or spear to end your life. Wait! We can't kill him yet. He needs a trial, a public one at that. You suddenly exhale. You're alive for now. You're hauled away to the dungeons to await this trial, which will of course be a sham. After all, who's going to act as the judge? That's usually your job. You soon lose track of time down here in the gloom. You're not sure if it's days or weeks, but eventually the date of your trial arrives. And you're hauled back above ground to face the sunlight and the roaring crowds. King spends a lot pixelated pieces. Oh, did I spell that wrong? Oops. Pieces. P6. You stand accused of tyranny, high treason, extrajudicial murder, and political corruption. I definitely didn't do that third one. How do you plead? Innocent! You are immediately drowned out by the jeering crowd. Then you hear them chanting, guilty, guilty, guilty. The people have made their will known. Your sentence is death. The method of execution is hanging. Oh. Your frog marched over to the gallows without delay. After all, what did all these people turn out for, if not a public execution? As the noose is tied around your neck, you notice something. It's Amalia, up on the platform with Layla and the other leaders of the uprising. Oh no! No, not Amalia! Not the counts. Whatever you do, don't listen to that one in purple. Nonsense. Amalia may be a noble, but she's a true revolutionary hero. None of this would have been possible without her. Hurry this up, Layla. I'm tired of listening to this absolute pig dog trying to undermine our glorious revolution. The platform drops, the crowd roars, and your life comes to a sorry end. Wow, the counts are victorious. What? Glory to the revolution. King Spencelot's downfall became a cautionary tale for rulers everywhere in the years to come. Common folk across Celeste Ath were suddenly emboldened by a power they didn't know they had. The attempt to woo Brizgt to the northern cause was doomed to failure. Eventually, the wizard, bored of these mortal quabbles, trapped Chief the Great Nero in a bubble of silence from which they never escaped. The patricians failed to turn the kingdom's debts against it, and the moment had passed. Ever practical, they sat about collecting interest and hoarding wealth, waiting for the time to scheme once more. Shortly after Layla was proclaimed regent, she was quietly assassinated. Amalia, a long-term supporter of the revolutionaries, was the obvious choice to succeed her. The common folk didn't realize their mistake until the monarchy was unexpectedly restored with Countess Amalia at its head. I said don't trust the one in purple. All right, Queen Amalia was the winner. Nobles. The wealthiest noble was Haplo.
Why?
With 1,300.
Why?
And the poorest noble was my Blue Hather II with $0. Let's see. And there we go. Well done. That was fun. Thanks for playing, everybody. Thank you so much for playing, everyone.
Boo!
Boo.
Boo!
Oh, man. Well, that didn't end the way that I wanted it to. But, it was fun. Thanks for the bits, everybody. Let's see. You thought it was fun watching Jolly Tyrant? I mean, it was fun being a tyrant. Thanks, Vanguard, for hanging out. Thanks for supporting me as the king. Kleck, Vanguard, new folks, Gnosis. Good to see you all. Thanks for being part of it. Thanks for joining us today. Sniffer. Sorry you didn't get in before the game was over. But hope to play this again because it's really fun. Give the channel a follow so you know next time I go live. Thanks for the follow, Vanguard. Much appreciated. Let's all cheer My Blue Heather for playing the long game. You know, that's what happens when you vote to execute My Blue Heather. She somehow comes back and her entire whatever team ends up winning. All right. Well, My Blue Heather Jr. Yeah, My Blue Heather II is what I mean. Anyway, that's going to be it for me today. Thanks so much again for joining. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I probably won't see you before Thanksgiving. So have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And until next time, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day, wonderful weekend. Overall, just have a great time. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you next time.
You're watching Pieces and Pixels. Follow now and subscribe to join in the fun.